Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas to everyone out there. And Happy Hanukkah and Happy Holidays and all that other good stuff. Thank you all for joining us on our super holiday special. It's going to be 2 hours of nonstop action and fun today. And of course, we have the best two co-hosts in the world, Russ Swordsman Wargamer and Tony's Board Life.
Hey, you're on form.
Hey,
tonight.
we've got 21 people watching this, avoiding their families right now.
Yes, and
21 people that don't want to hang out with their loved ones. That means we are their loved ones, and we are honored by that. So thank you all for coming by. We do appreciate it. Let's say hi to everyone that did show up.
Yeah,
yes,
who has been here at least 8 minutes because we saw his comment.
He gets here early. Yeah,
we were there early.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second. E4 Airman, thank you so much. He sent me another Panzer expansion and then sent me this huge, thick book of women warriors for my daughter. She absolutely loved it. And he put a really nice note in. So thank you very much. I appreciate everything. And
there's
you're such
a
good
quality Ohio man right there. Quality Ohio
we get
man.
the best subscribers and people watching this show. I'll tell you.
Yes, we do. So I wanted to make sure I thanked him, publicly. And we love you, even if you don't want us to.
No, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing.
Nerd Workshop, how you doing? You're still on fire, but
yeah, he's on fire.
Braun, what's going on? Branding, Mike, good to see everyone. Tim Zales, Mike, Butter, Jelly. Hey. Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas. Nerd Workshop is uploading his video. Now, this is how big time this event is going. Is people are now uploading their videos.
No, don't, because it's now set in stone. It's not. No.
Not only that, all right. Not only that, but I was on 2 different live streams this week. I was on Whiskey Charlie, and I watched those guys. They mentioned the 10-game challenge, and then I was also on. What's his name? I forget. What's his name? Let me get it.
You're doing a Dan. You're doing a Dan.
I know, right? It is.
He needs that pregnant pause right here instead of mumbling.
Yeah.
Or in my case, so
yeah. Nothing wrong with those.
I'm actually getting to the point where I'm editing my videos and finding all the ones that are like in the middle there and just chopping them out.
It takes time though. It's added on to time, isn't it? It does take time.
I've got 2 more hour-long videos.
Not Jay's Tabletop Gaming.
Not Jay's.
Not Jay's Tabletop Gaming. Sorry, I wanted to get his name and title correctly because we're going to be talking about them. Anyways, they also mentioned the 10-game challenge, and I know Mike.
Because that's
Mirandering Mike was on there with me with those guys. So we're going to talk about the cool thing. So you know how we have our 10-game challenge, right? So they put out a challenge to the wargaming community, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Yeah,
that's Hexy and Waldy Rogue, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
2. It's Hex to Hex, Hexy, Sexy Hexy, and Todd Waldy Rogue, isn't it? Doing it? Their challenge?
No, I don't know if they're doing. Maybe they are.
Oh, they are. They're doing it as well. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, maybe. Could be. Lower Board Gamer, good to see you. Merry Christmas, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. RJ on Network.
Yeah. Crikey.
Wonderful guy. Great content to his channel. One of great content community members we have here. Merry Christmas Eve from Florida, JBX. It was the coldest 35 this morning here south of Tampa. I know that's not very cold for you guys but it's going to be the coldest Christmas in Florida in 40 years.
Yeah. We're going to have a white Christmas.
We've had our snow already. That'll be it now.
Craig Robertson, how you doing, buddy?
We usually get a big snowstorm in February.
Phoenix Knight, the new Wargamer we brought.
He's got a channel. If it's the same Phoenix Knight, he's already got a channel.
It is. Yes.
He plays a lot of the stuff.
Arkham. Yep.
Yeah, plays a lot of that sort of stuff. So get along with Phoenix Knight. Yeah.
Yes, and he's actually, I'm going to be sending some war game stuff to him. So I'm going to send him a box like I send you guys, just to kind of get him introduced to wargaming and get him on the right path and kind of. So probably between Christmas and New Year's, I'll try and get that out to him. So, Jester 1, how you doing, Kyle?
Kyle
got his package this last week. His winter chicken dinner.
I saw those packages, those pictures. I'll get it out. I'll get the right word one of these days.
Viper Dave, what is going on?
I wasn't expecting anybody to turn up this time of the day, but anyway, great to see everyone.
All right, so we have to talk about Not Jay, right? I did not even realize this until I was on their channel and communicating with these guys back and forth. And they are after our gig. They do a weekly, yes, I know. They do a weekly war game show every Wednesday over at Not Jay's Wargaming channel. And I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa, time out. Whoa. We're the only ones that are supposed to be doing a weekly war game podcast. You can't be doing this. That's our lawyers are going to have to make more. We're going to have to pay the lawyers off again.
It'll be mayhem if the lawyers get involved. I tell you, mayhem.
I mean, they now have lock and load on their speed dial on their phones. Our lawyers do.
Hold on.
Drink, you said it.
Oh, I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say it.
I'm going to have to moderate, guys. I've got a couple more glasses I'm going to have to drink throughout the night. I don't want to be...
So anyway, the Chronicles of Not John Jay. The Chronicles of Not Jay. They do an actual weekly war game channel.
Having said that, there's a lot of... They are involved.
And they are up to number... They're the number 96 weekly. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously they can't catch us but still, 96... weekly episode. That's pretty good commitment right there, boys. Let's give them a round of applause and say thank you. Good.
And I'm sorry, I mentioned Hexy and Wardrobe. I think they are involved and do some bits and pieces with Not Jay.
They do. Yeah, they do. Sexy Hexy was on with them, and they do a lot of streams with them
and all that. Yeah. That's why I got confused.
And Wardrobe as well. So and
there's another cat.
Hissy Cat. Is it? Somebody said Hissy Cat.
Hissy Cat. Yeah, he's the other co-host there on the channel with Not Jay. And yeah, we're going to be talking about Hissy Cat and his challenge to the war game community because I think
he's got some big guns involved.
If I would have thought of this, we could have all been doing this. But it's basically, and we're going to talk about it. But it's basically you have 100 days to design your own war game.
Oh God, no!
On a 5.5 or 5x7 sheet of paper.
Oh,
it's called a postcard
game. Yeah,
it's a postcard.
Do you know what?
Game.
He's got a big gun involved. He's got
David Thompson, right?
He's got Mr. T involved.
Yes, he's got David Thompson involved.
Yeah, I saw that interview with Dan.
Yeah,
he was on Dan's show. Why hasn't he been on ours? I've got to reach out to him. He hasn't been on.
We got to get David on here. Yeah.
Oh, McMurray's the other guy.
McMurray. Right. Yep. I couldn't think of his name. Yes.
Yeah.
So
thanks, Meandering Mike's got us covered. He's like our intern.
Somebody's got to keep us covered. I tell you.
But anyways,
they do this weekly challenge. Now the challenge is you have 100 days to create your own war game, which again is a postcard size. Normally they're 4x6, but he's allowing people 5x7.
Oh, right.
And everything's got to fit on the front and back, except for if you have any cards or anything that are included in the game. So I thought, wow, this is a great thing to do. And he's going to actually print out copies once all the submissions are in. And I don't know if they'll be like voting on it or.
We've mentioned his name and he's turned up.
Oh my gosh, we did mention his name, and here he is. Look at that. Sexy Hexy's in the house. So if you have any, we'll talk about it later. I'll get into the details of it, show you the website and everything. If you have any ideas that, I can create a war game, or I have thoughts about it, I would love our community to be involved with this, and I would love our community to win.
That'd be cool.
This challenge, that would be the best thing. If our guys could come in first, second, and third place, not to put a lot of pressure on you guys, but I want our guys to come in first, second, and third in the challenge. So
we get a few designers as well, but we want people that aren't designers normally to have a go. Yeah.
Right.
So we got Mike, Herman.
I already have Herman on it. Herman's going to design the game, and I'm just going to submit it. So,
oh, you're going to put your name on it? Okay, I'll get Mike.
I'll put my name on it. Herman's going to design it, and then we're going to hopefully win the design.
All right,
I'd ask Mitch, but he's kind of like not happy with me after last week's comment.
Right, you ASLer, you ASLer.
You said the
three letters, yeah. No, actually,
didn't you?
Actually, I'm working on. He helped me out last Saturday night. We talked for about 2 hours on my module design for ATS. I'm still working on that, and he helped me out. He gave me a good direction on a lot of stuff to go with it. So I can't wait. It'll be fun. So yeah, no,
this is important, and I should mention this. Actually, this is not a contest. He's right, and they specifically said that sometimes this is not a contest. This is a game jam. Correct? Yes. And there's already 7 games. There already have 7 games. People that have committed to this, 7 different designs have already been submitted, and there's still 100 days left on this. So this could get if we get the news out on this and we get some people involved, this could be a big thing, my friends. So spread the word. We're going to be talking about this every week until it happens.
And then Artie's going to have to keep the postcard game category in.
Maybe that's why they're doing this. I don't know, but it's
in the Charlie's. Well, if people are submitting, I'll tell you what. I've played one game, and it's called The Longest Raid, or it's about the longest raid. It's a Civil War one. Postcard came in one of the against the odds mag. One of those. I did one of those orders. I got it. It's really fun. Like I took it to school, and whenever I have to play it, it just put it on and play it. You need a deck of cards, and it was actually really fun.
Hold on. What do you mean when you're at school and you take it to school and play it?
During lunchtime. I have lunchtime. I have 30 minutes for lunch. I take 5 minutes to eat.
You're writing your next lesson plan. Don't give me that.
Not during lunch.
Yeah.
No, that's what planning's for.
1 page ahead.
You just have quiet. Quiet reading time. That's all. Just quiet reading time.
I've taught enough that I'm like every page ahead now. I don't even have to worry about. I know what's on each page now, so I've taught it enough.
I always remember when I used to teach at college. There was a big clampdown on lesson plans and objectives and all that. And one of the sort of adjudicators come around and said, wasn't known as rough then. And he said, "Where's your lesson plan then?" I said, "Up here, mate. Up here." He walked away disgusted because I hadn't written it down on a bit of paper.
Yeah, and contractually we have to do like a 2x2 box. I can write really big in a 2x2 box.
Right, exactly.
It's not worth it. Yep.
Oh, look at that.
It was funny you missed that. I should have tagged you in it when I posted it.
Well, here's the thing. The post disappeared.
Did it really?
I can't find the post. I can find the image when I do a search, but I can't find the post. I don't know if it got unsubmitted or I don't know what happened.
I'll repost it up here in a minute.
And Hexy is clipping a naval game.
He is clipping a naval game. Right, Brendan, right. We still want to win the top jam. Yes, we want top jam from our community. So we're going to get on this, and we're going to submit. I have some ideas about some war games. So yeah, we're going to get on this. It is not over. We could still win top jam of this. Anyways, if you missed last week's show, we kind of went over some important information about our challenge. This is a challenge. This is the 10 War Game Challenge for 2023, and there's the rules. You can find out more information on our website and ComSim World posts, because you have to be a community member to win. And we're going to be having our winning show from 2022. When are we having it, boys?
January the 14th.
January the 14th. We've got already submissions. We've already got prizes given to us by several different companies to be determined. We're not going to give out that information yet.
If it all turns up, it'll be a cracking.
If it shows up, and we get what we're hoping to get, and we still haven't even reached out. These are people that have reached out to us. We still haven't even sent it out to some of our loyal companies that support our channel, and we're hoping that yes, they will come through as well. So we could have we could have a huge event, and we're hoping to have a huge event. And of course, we want to thank everyone for participating this year. And if you didn't even make your 10 games, we decided to open it up. If you made at least 6 games this year, you're in the loser bracket. You should send me an email. All that information is in last week.
I think Mike's just doing 1 game for his 10-game challenge. He's doing campaign for North Africa.
Campaign for North Africa. There you go. You don't need to have your list ready until January 14th at 6 o'clock deadline. If you submit it after that, it's sorry. We're giving you plenty of time to prepare ahead of time. You have till January 14th. Don't wait until the last minute. But if you want to surprise everyone, if you don't want to give anyone any ups on what you're doing, you can wait till January 14th, but they have to be submitted then. And then you're in the challenge for next year. The rules, we just showed you the rules. You can go back and watch, pause this if you have any questions. Thank you all for participating this year. We still got quite a few people that are possibly going to win something this year.
Hey, if people want to contribute so much to our post, you would have found it. It's like way down there. But we have too many contributors to our Facebook page.
We got too many contributors? Actually, the cool thing is,
I'm just kidding. We got a lot of
people join this week. We had 4 different people join.
You put something up on the tack and suddenly go because everybody else is putting stuff on. It's brilliant.
If you look in the files or in the pictures, it's in the picture section, so you can pull it up. So if you go to the pictures and do that.
Merry Christmas, Richard.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Richard.
By. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. If you can stop in, just say hi. Let us know you were here. Yeah. I think he was just putting his name there just in case we had a drawing or.
Good thinking, Richard.
It's good thinking, right? He's like, damn it, they're going to pull my name. I might as well put a comment on there. So we are giving something away. We're giving something away today, believe it or not. Because I talked about this last week, and hang on. Look at this. I'm better than Tony because I can get it ready. Look at what I got. Here we go.
See,
bam. We got a logo and everything for it.
Jester's Jeopardy.
Look at that.
Why have you got your finger up your nose, Jester?
Why not? Why not? Jester's Jeopardy.
This is a man with too much time on his hands, you see.
Right.
Have you got theme music as well?
Not yet, but if Dan would get on that, send me some music, that'd be awesome.
That's the man. That's the man to ask. Or Stuka. Stuka's a bit of a composer as well.
Oh, is he? Huh.
Yeah.
I have to email them this week and just say I need a 20 or 30 second little clip of music. Send it over to me. That'd be awesome. So, Ruff, did you get something this week? I know you did. I know you did, but you haven't even told me what it was.
World exclusive. World exclusive from Patrick and VUCA Simulations. Their brand new game. Look at that. That's not out till next year. There's only 6 of these in the world, and I've got 1 of them. And Patrick's got the other 5. But this, the quality is just gobsmackingly gorgeous.
Yes.
I'm not sure how solo it is. It says solo on the back of 7 out of 10, but it might be to do with the first 3 tutorial scenarios that are solitaire. And then 2-player, you've got hidden counters, you see, hidden fleets.
That makes it really hard.
Yes, that's in my video, I say that's a bit of a red flag. But there might be ways to do it, sort of randomize it or come up with a rough way of doing something, because it looks gorgeous. That was that.
God.
So
all of their games look really good.
Oh, crikey. And I'm so pleased they support my channel. Really, really pleased. So thank you, Patrick, if you're watching. The other thing I've got to blame Jester for, and I've got this. I'm going to build up my non-war game library. So I got that.
Oh, got the Eldritch Horror.
Lovely. You are really going to like that game.
I know. And I was
going to beat you up.
I know. I don't care.
I know, right?
I don't know. I was going to get Arkham Horror, but there's the second and the third edition, and people love the second and go, no, the third edition looks like a spaceship. But when you put the tiles out,
I get that. I get that idea. Yeah.
But you've got the third edition. We haven't played it yet, have you?
No, he played it.
I have played it. I was not very impressed with it. I gave it a try. But
that's why I got this and not Arkham Horror, because you can't get the second edition anymore unless you want to mortgage your house. And
well, I mean, it's expensive, but it just depends on how much. I spent $500 getting 3 or 4 of the expansions for it. So
good grief, no.
It can be expensive.
Yeah, so I'll stick with that. And I got the one you recommended, the expansion that everybody recommended.
I think that's a good one. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I bought Eldritch Horror off of somebody because they just didn't like it. I don't know what's wrong with them. No, I'm just kidding. It just wasn't their cup of tea.
I can understand.
As would say, I can understand. But it had the Forsaken lore, like it was the full one plus the Forsaken lore, and I think I got it all for $50. So it was in good condition.
Yeah, nice.
So if you play with the Prelude, okay.
Do they
so
come
there
in this?
Are certain. Yeah.
Do they come in that?
I think it comes in the Forsaken lore. I think there's Prelude cards.
Right.
Prelude cards basically there's a default setup. Do this, blah blah blah. The Prelude card, what it does is it changes the setup and says, "Oh, instead of this, you're going to do this." So every game is different and unique. Sometimes they'll make it harder. Sometimes they make it a little easier for you. But at least it's this way. It's not the same thing every time.
So, yep, that's what I got. So that really pleased. And because of things like this, my 10 games for next year, we were talking about this in the green room, is sort of writing itself, because I've got Task Force, I've got Point Blank that have been sent to me kindly. I've got another game that's been sent to me next year, Freezing Inferno. And I think Mo did a sort of a prototype look through of it, made some comments about the map, saying it was a little bit gaudy. And they've actually taken that on board, along with Zilla Blitz, who made some comments, and taken that on board. And I wasn't too keen on getting it because it's a 2-player game. You've got to write down your positions a little bit, not so much orders, a little bit like tactical combat system from MMP. So I thought, no. But now somebody's designed an AI for it. So it's solo. You play it solo now. And he contacted me out the blue on Facebook and said, "Can I send you a review copy?" I said, "Yeah, great." And it's coming out in spring next year. So I put that down on my list.
Hey, Peter, how you doing? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you, my friend. Yeah. Bill.
And Bill.
Better late than never. Well, it's about time, Bill. We already gave away everyone that was here,
all got a game.
They all got a game. So, Bill, if you would have been here, it's too late. We've already given everything out.
You missed it by seconds. And also the lock and load stuff is the lock and load bit of harvest.
There you go.
I'm hoping that's coming out by next year, by the end of next year, as well as the World at War new modules. So they're on my list, because the problem I had this year was I'd made my list and then shiny things come in. And
you're worse than the bass.
Huh?
You're worse than the bass.
I know. I tell you,
it's a largemouth bass.
Yeah, or a magpie or whatever.
Yep.
So I thought, well, put the games on that are coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
If you put 10 games that are coming out in 2023, that way when the shiny thing arrives, you'll be like, "Ooh, shiny! I want to play it. I should play it."
You've already got some of them, so you can start already.
Right.
Thanks, Mike. Right. Yeah. Well, I have. I've got my little pocket land ships. Nice, easy little game. Great little game that I kick-started.
I was gonna say, isn't that behind you on the other side? Isn't that? No, the other way.
No, that still holds a Hegra.
Are you still filming that thing?
Because I'm still surviving. I'm really surprised.
Just like one video a month. I mean, come on, don't put any pressure on him. He does a video a month.
Yeah, I was expecting to sort of get annihilated, but no, I'm still there. I'm on the last 3 turns. So who knows? I might even make
Peter,
it.
I still need to get Peter. has got a special place in my heart. Does everyone remember why I got a special place in my heart for Peter?
You got that game.
I got Late Golf. Peter was kind enough.
You're
to
muted.
Send me,
I know. Sorry, because I'm getting echo.
sent me Late Golf, and I appreciate that so much because I've been looking for that game. Very expensive game. I can't believe he literally just shipped it to me, paid for shipping and everything. So Peter, you know, I always told him, I said, if there's something I can give you in return, let me know. So I keep saying that, and one of these days he's going to ask for something. I'm like, damn.
Well, I'll tell you what. I did get a few things in.
What did you get, Tony? It's all about Tony now.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, Peter's going to be like the old Godfather, like Marlon Brando. Do you a favor, and then one day he's going to call it in. Sorry, Tony.
So one thing I wanted to do was take a look at see you later, E4 Airman.
Take care. Happy holidays, my friend.
There are lots of different of the solitaire book games out there. And I wanted to go through the different ones, and I had the Mike Lambo game. I have 3 of those. I have Braveheart, and then I know there are different other ones, so I picked up one of the Minden games.
Yeah, I've got one of those as well. Have you got the one with the airplanes?
I got this one.
Oh no, I haven't got that. What's that?
U-17, the fight for air supremacy.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yep, it's a roll and write one. And then Mo did a playthrough and like an unboxing or magazine in it. And so this one is more of take things out and build your own. So I'm going to go through and do a video that kind of compares the different ones and do a couple quick playthroughs because they're generally pretty short.
Put them all on your top 10. You've done 6, then.
There you go. Put them on your top 10.
And it would actually
there's more and more of desire for me to get in these small book games, postcard games, you know, these small one session, especially because of the limited setup I have. And, you know, being able to play a game in an hour, half hour, 2 hours, whatever, and be done with it is very intriguing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so nice. Because I'm doing the Normandy one, the Mike Lambo Normandy one. I'm like 6 missions in, and I've had to replay a couple of them. But what's nice, they're small. You can reset real quick and just try it again and try something different. And
Fred, just have a good holiday, my friend. See you later. See, we announced that we were not giving away something, and everyone's dropped. Oh, I gotta go. Sorry.
Yeah. But that's why I like this.
We are giving away something. So just be patient, my friends. Just be patient. We'll give something away. It's Christmas. How can we not give something away on Christmas?
I've got my Christmas Story t-shirt on.
And
right? I got my Stole Christmas shirt.
And Ruff's all decorated in the back.
Yeah, I don't do t-shirts and jumpers, I'm afraid.
You've got to have an ugly sweater someplace.
Not with any Crimble stuff on it, no.
Yes,
we noticed that. Unfortunately, Nerdy, we noticed that.
I think it's cool that Nerd Workshop is actually doing a video on the 10 games.
Yeah,
it's there. It can't be changed. It can't be.
I'm going to download it, so if he removes it off, so that way it's not there, we can just pull it back up.
We'll have it forever. Yeah,
right.
You know, I don't want to see that, Nerd.
Nerd, I can't get that out of my head now. Thank you. Dear oh Lord.
What happened on this day in history, Ruff?
You want me to do that now? You swine. Hold on. You could have told me. Hold on.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, we'll get you. Right. Okay. Quite a lot, actually. I was when I first started to look, I thought, well, Christmas Eve, no, not going to be a lot going on. Excuse me. About 1650, about 10 to 5, Edinburgh Castle surrendered to troops commanded by Oliver Cromwell on Christmas Eve.
Damn Cromwell.
Oof.
Damn him. Yeah.
Yeah.
1814, the War of 1812 between the US and Britain was brought to an end on this day.
Oh.
With the signing of the Treaty of Ghent, which is, I think, Brun's part of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not actually a Treaty of Paris, which is really weird.
No, it's not. No, they'd run out.
Wait. Paris was in turmoil at that time, I think.
Yeah, I think so. They went, we can't do it at the moment. 1914, this is the famous one, World War One. Not a shot was fired as German and British soldiers played football and handed out drinks, cigars, souvenirs. They sang songs across no man's land, carols. It was possibly the most poignant moment of the Great War. And for several days afterwards, the two sides appeared reluctant to fire on the men they had met face to face. They walked into no man's land, exchanged gifts, shook hands, and played football and all that. The following year, a few units arranged ceasefires, but the truces were not nearly as widespread. This was, they say, in part due to the strongly worded orders from commanders of both sides prohibiting truces. And soldiers were no longer amenable to truce by 1916. They'd realized this war is an atrocious war, and they became increasingly bitter because of the losses during the battles of 1915. So that was that. Also in 1914, a German monoplane dropped a single bomb on Dover, the first ever to be dropped on British soil. It landed on a rectory garden lawn and blew out the house windows. Luckily, nobody was hurt. And a sport one, I do like to include a sport one, even though I'm not very sporty, but this is cricket. So, it's, might interest you, Tony. 1932, Colin Cowdrey, even I've heard of him. No, everybody's heard of Colin Cowdrey over here. MCC, the Marylebone Cricket Club president and former England Test captain, was born. His career lasted from 1950 to 1976. He was the first cricketer to play in 100 Test matches, and he toured Australia a record 6 times between 1954 and 5 and 1974 and 5. There we go. There's my sports one.
Nice.
Yeah. 1941, in World War II, Benghazi is conquered by the British 8th Army. So a lot's happening on Christmas Eve. You think they'd be sort of, hunkering down, but no. 1943, in World War II, US General Dwight D. Eisenhower is named Supreme Allied Commander for Operation Overlord. That happened on Christmas Eve. He was going, no, Matt, I've got me dinner on the table, he said. And what have we got? Oh, this is a good one. Excuse me. 1952, first flight of Britain's Handley Page Victor strategic bomber. A strategic bomber developed and produced by Handley Page during the Cold War. It was the third and final V bomber to be operated by the Royal Air Force. The other 2 V bombers are, of course, the Avro Vulcan and the Vickers Valiant. Entering service in 1958, so it had its first flight, didn't enter service for another 6 years. The Victor was initially developed as part of the United Kingdom's airborne nuclear deterrent. These were the planes, the V bombers that were carrying nuclear bombs. But it was retired from the nuclear mission in 1968 following the discovery of fatigue cracks that had been exacerbated even by the RAF's adoption of low-altitude flight profiles to avoid detection by radar. They were doing that, and suddenly the thing was falling to bits. And due to the pending introduction of the Royal Navy submarine Polaris missiles in 1969, because I think then the RAF were the nuclear deterrent, and then the Royal Navy became the nuclear deterrent with the Polaris missiles. Yep. A number of Victors were modified because they couldn't do it anymore for strategic reconnaissance, using a combination of radar, cameras, and other sensors. And prior to the introduction of Polaris, some had already been converted into tankers to replace the Valiant. Further conversions to tankers followed, and some of these repurposed Victors refueled Vulcan bombers during the Black Buck raids of the Falkland War, Tony.
Yeah, Jezza just put in a nice little fact there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, there we go. And they were refueling the Vulcans. See, the Vulcan is one of my favorite planes. It's a fantastic looking plane. So yes, the black buck is mentioned in the game Mrs. Thatcher's War. That's one of the headlines, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah, so that was that. 1964 Vietnam War. Viet Cong operatives bombed the Brinks Hotel in Saigon, South Vietnam, to demonstrate they can strike an American installation in the heavily guarded capital. And 1979, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan to fuel the communist regime and marked the beginning of the decade-long Soviet-Afghanistan war. So all this is happening on Christmas Eve. One last thing, 2013, Alan Turing, the World War II codebreaker at Bletchley Park, was granted a royal pardon over his homosexuality conviction. This is why they think he
committed suicide.
Himself in, yeah. The work done at Bletchley Park, particularly the code-breaking feats of Alan Turing, were credited with shortening the Second World War by several years. So God bless him. And that's this day, Crimble Eve.
Excellent. Very good.
Yeah,
well
Vulcan.
done.
It was the Vulcan. Yes, yes.
And Tony, you have got your stuff ready to go, I think.
Yeah, so this one's made its number, but it's going to be coming out. So those of you that are interested for the 2023,
it's a solitaire naval game.
It's a solitaire naval game. It's the naval struggle for Lake Ontario, my neck of the woods. Not close, but one lake over.
Are you that far north then, Tony?
I'm farther west. So you have Ontario, and then you have
Erie.
Lake Erie, and I'm on Erie. So it's Ontario, Erie, and I'm over here. So, but this is a completely solitaire game. You can blow up the British all you want. No, I'm just kidding. I had to get a little jab.
It's Christmas Eve. Come on.
Yeah.
Be a bit.
Okay. So, A Glorious Chance is a solitaire operational war game that puts you in the command of the U.S. or British naval squadron on Lake Ontario at 1813. So you can play either side, which is really kind of cool. Usually, when you do a solitaire game, you choose. It's one side. It's already chosen for you. You don't get to choose either side. A lot of them are one-sided only. So I thought that was good. But each patrol, each convoy mission, each amphibious landing makes you pursue victory at the full risk battle with the enemy. So basically, you want to slip in and things like that. So it's pretty cool. It is, like I said, it's passed. So it's 2 maps, 1 British and 1 US. So that's kind of cool. You depending on what side you play, it depends on the map. By the way, this is by Gina Willis, who helped design Skies Above Britain.
I was just going to say, she's the one that did Skies Above Britain. Skies Above Britain, yeah.
Yep. 26 double wide ship counters. I'm looking forward to that. That's pretty cool. That's, and then 1,000 half-inch markers. Why they put 0.6, I don't know. And then you have cards and things like that. You have campaign books for each one, 44 pages. Looks like it's a pretty extensive campaign then.
I just hope the rule book is good, because I've had an issue with
Legion and their game.
You know what? Next year, promise this right now. 2023, we're gonna get Gina Willis on the channel.
We've got to.
She's got her on. Yeah. Got to get her.
Yep. David Thompson's getting worried. I tell you.
So here's here's a playtest map. I can't see which side this is, but it's a playtest map.
Will this be out in 2023? That's the thing, though.
Yes, it's like the next one. It says to be released in 2023.
Oh, right.
I'll go to that page in a minute because that was the thing. So here's a map, and then a little battle board, which I always like when you do the battles off the major map. And it just really, I like that. Some of the counter graphics, so you can see the double. This excites me. These are like the flying colors.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this one with that. Playtest rules are already out, so you can actually technically download the playtest rules.
Oh, we'll have a look there. Oh, well, let's wait. I'll wait until they're.
Oh, there's no attachment there. They might have taken it off because.
Okay.
Now, if I do go to the homepage, it says releasing in this year. So these are the 4 that they're. And this is the. Oh my God, I didn't even see that one. There's this one right here. That's Herman's game.
Yes, that's his revamped one. What's it called? What was it called?
Dunkirk. Yeah, just Dunkirk. Yeah,
Dunkirk.
Yeah,
what it was called coming out anyway.
I've got it by Hollenspiel, and this definitely looks a lot different, by the way, than the Dunkirk game. And I know there's a lot more up here, up on the top, that actually makes it different. So, but they are pre-order games. These, like I said, it's probably going to be the one that's released. Hopefully, they release soon. Hopefully, it's the first one.
You see that? Do you see over on the right-hand side that Hills of Dove?
Yeah.
You know, Herman is giving away a signed copy of that game.
Oh, he's
no, that's not that game.
Hill of Death.
His is Hill of Death.
Oh no, his is what is his the one?
Hill of Death.
Hill of Death.
Yeah, there. Not that one. Not Hills of Dove.
No, not that one. That's the Boer War.
Yeah. My bad. I
but
got all
anyway,
excited.
Glorious Chance, 1812. This has been working on, or at least I know Legion had a time period where they weren't releasing anything.
Did the Zeppelin game come out already, or did I miss the release?
For what?
The Zeppelin game? I think they were doing a Zeppelin game.
That's Compass.
Legion. I thought it was Legion.
No, is it a new one? They've got a World War I warplane one coming out, but I'm not sure when.
And that one comes out in January. That's the Aces of Valor.
Yeah.
That one comes out. It's expected January of
this
year.
See, but then I've got.
You could put that on. You could put that on your list. 10 games.
But anyways, take a look. Legion's got some. They just released the Skyhawk game, which I didn't pick up, and now I'm kind of beating myself that I didn't get. But that's okay. I've got enough to play. I already have. I recounted. I have 50 solo games that I have not played or have not put on my channel. I've got plenty.
I'm wondering. The reason I get GMT games because the P500 and the sort of cheaper shipping without any things. But Legion War Games uses Limey Yank, which is over here.
Oh,
so I'm not sure if they can fulfill, and because their prices, time to get over here, crazy.
Yeah, anything that's not over there already is crazy in prices.
Yeah.
So
right. Well, it's time for the big introductory. The new game. The new game. We don't care about rough stuff. We don't care about Tony stuff. It's all about Jester's Jeopardy. Everyone loves it. It's the best time of the show, my friend. Because
I tried to go long, Rough. I'm sorry. I tried to go long. I hope he was forgetting it, but nope.
No, he won't. Not with that. Not when he's
Here's
got that
the
bit.
thing,
No.
because it's the introductory episode, we're actually giving away prize today. Now, what I was normally thinking about doing was just having someone in the chat come up with the answer to the game that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a game, and I'm thinking of it, and then whoever does that, but that kind of penalizes people that are not familiar with a lot of different games and this, that, and the other thing. So here's what we're going to do.
Well, that's me and Tony as well.
Tony and Rolf are going to ask up to 20 questions.
God.
If they think they know the answer, they can take they can take a guess at the game after how many, how when they think they know it. For you guys in the chat, you have to determine how many guesses is it going to take Ruff and Tony before they can guess the game. So let's just say if you put in 13, right? And Ruff ends up guessing the game after 13 guesses, you could be a winner. Now, this game is a common, normal game. It is not some obscure, game from 1970 that nobody's heard of. This game has been mentioned on this channel probably 10 times this last year. Maybe not 10, maybe about 5 or 6 times. We've talked about this game. We've shown this game box art and everything on this channel. Game is a common, normal game. It's nothing special. If I mention this game, if I say blah 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 blah, you would say, "Oh yeah, I know that game." Okay, so everyone that's in the chat, Ruff and Tony are going to alternate asking yes or no questions. If they
this is
think
where we
they
show us
know
the
the answer to the game, they can then, instead of asking a question, they can say, is this game XYZ? And if it is, then that is how many guesses they've taken.
Thanks, Berticelli.
If you don't think they're going to get it in 20 guesses, put down they're not going to get it because they only have 20 guesses. Again, this is a normal, everyday game. Nothing hard, nothing unique. Everyone, 90% of you have heard of this game. I just don't want to give anyone out there an unfair advantage. Okay, so I'm going to roll a die.
No.
If I roll even, then Ruff, you get to ask the first question. If I roll odd, then Tony gets to ask the first question. Does everyone have any questions? Let me see how we're doing. All right, everyone looks like they got numbers in there. That's good. 7.3. Fred, wow. I'm just telling you, wow.
7.3.
4 questions. Edward has got way too much faith in Tony. Way too much faith in Tony. Mike, but he says 25.
Yeah,
I don't think they get. Wow.
That's nasty.
Wow. All right. Here we go. We're going to even. Ruff, you get to ask the first question. Tony, it's even 4. Ruff, you get to ask the first question.
Is this a World War II game?
Yes, it is a World War II game.
We're off.
I was going to ask that question too. That was my first question too.
That is the first question. Question number 1. Question number 2. Tony, if you think you know it, you can take a shot at it.
Yeah, there's only like a few World War II games, so I guess I could probably guess it. Wait, is it an East Front game?
Is it an East Front game?
Yeah.
No.
So
it's not an East Front game. It is a World War II. Yes, it is not an East Front game. Ruff, if you think you know it.
Can I guess?
If you want to guess.
If I guess and it's wrong, what happens?
I just say no and we move on.
All right. We don't get a trap door opening under here. And
no, you don't get a trap door. Nothing happens.
He didn't get a hold of Gaina soon enough.
Is it Fields of Fire?
Is it Fields of Fire? No. Question number 4. Tony. Let's do it this way. 4.
Is it a solitaire game?
Oh,
no.
Good question, Tone. I should have asked that first, shouldn't I?
Question number 5.
Is it?
Yes,
Edward, it does.
What's that? What?
He asked if a guess counts as a question.
Obviously.
Yes, does count as a question. Yes.
You
forfeit. Yeah. Question number 5.
Is it European?
No, wait a minute. Before we move on, Tony, you asked if it's
solo.
Obviously, you can play any game solo.
Is it designed
solo? Right. Okay. That's what I thought. It is not designed as a solo game. Okay.
Right.
Just wanted to clarify so people don't go, oh, wait a minute. You can play this solo. That's not fair. You didn't answer this right.
No. If it's like Fields of Fire is a solo game. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Question number 5. We're under 5.
Is it European theatre?
Is it European theater?
Theater, yeah.
Yes.
Western. Is it Western? Yes, right.
Yes. Question number 6.
Does it have to do with Normandy?
Does it have to do with Normandy? Yes. Oh, boy.
Because you know he likes his Normandy games, doesn't he?
Oh, that was a great question.
Yeah.
Question number 7. Wow, that narrows it down a bunch there, doesn't it?
I think I got it, but
I can't remember.
It's your turn. It's your turn, Ruff. You got to ask a question.
I know. I can't remember the bloody name of it. Have you punched it?
Cool. That tell me too.
Have I punched it? That is a great question. No, I have not punched it.
Oh! I think I got it now.
Number 8.
Is it Atlantic
I have not
Wall?
punched this game. I'm sorry.
Is it Atlantic Wall?
Is it Atlantic Wall? No, it is not Atlantic Wall.
What's the other one? I can't remember. The other one he got.
Question number 9.
Oh, you can't say anything. Oh, Fred. I think Fred.
Yeah.
Question number
Is that
9.
what it's called though? Is it the Cauldron? No. What's the one he got?
No, that's it. Greatest Day.
Greatest Day. Yeah.
But I think he punched his.
Is that your question? Ruff, is that your question?
Thinking.
I can't remember if he did or not. Go ahead. We got some questions to play with.
Okay. Is it the Greatest Day?
Is it this day? You just asked, did I punch this game? You do not remember my video that I did after punching the Greatest Day out to defeat the beast. It took me 10,000 strikes
all right.
to slay the beast. If you don't remember that, shame on you. That is question number 9. No, it is not the Greatest Day. Question number 10 goes to Tony.
Tony, redeem.
I couldn't remember.
Halfway home, baby.
Bitches about so much counter clipping. I can't remember if that was. Is it a tactical game?
Oh. Thank you, darling.
No, it is not a tactical game.
Okay, that takes off one of the games.
Hang on.
Go on.
Ruff, you don't have the hair to help you out with that.
I know, it doesn't stay on.
Same thing happens to me all the time.
I'm trying to think of that one he didn't punch.
There was
I'm saying no, it's not a game.
Okay. And when I mean tactical, I mean traditional tactical, where it's like squad or platoon level.
All right.
Yeah.
Question 11. Wow, I can't believe that this game. Wow. Okay. You guys have narrowed it down after 3 questions. Wow.
Yeah, the problem is there's no games about Normandy.
Right. There's no games about Normandy. I know, right? It's like a Bulge game. Ruff, question 11.
Is it a Grand Tactical Series game?
A GTS game?
Yeah.
It is not a GTS game. No. That is question number 12.
3, I think. Are you looking things up on the Tinternet?
I'm trying to remember the name of the game that I'm thinking of. Oh no, okay, that was the wrong one. None. Anyways, that was the wrong one. Anyways, that was a Bulge game. Yeah, he did definitely punch Race to Moscow.
He punched it right across the room and all.
Normandy 44. You punched that. Never mind.
No,
you never mind. You punched that because you played it. Jesus,
wow.
Why can't there's it's not tactical. Oh, I don't know if he's got that. Is it by GMT?
Well, I was going to ask something like that.
That is a great question. Is it by GMT? Because that would certainly narrow it down.
Slow it down a bit.
No, it is not by GMT.
Right.
That was question number 12. Ruff, you're up to question number 13.
Okay, so it's not by GMT.
Is it a decision game?
No, it is not a decision game. Question number.
Who else is there? It's got Compass. We've got. No, he hasn't. No, he would not have punched that, would he? He would not have punched any lock and load. Cheers.
And that's tactical, anyways. Oh! I got it. Now I remember it. I looked it up, but I remember it. What? Is it D-Day and Beyond?
No, it's not D-Day and Beyond.
Ooh,
sorry.
Who's that by then? Who's that by?
Tiny Battles.
Wow. I really thought as soon as you said Normandy, I thought there's 3 Normandy games.
It was that one you got,
2 of them are punched and 1 is not punched. So you have to think, which game would Jester not punch and why would he not punch it? That should just give it to you right off the bat.
It wasn't by a GMT.
It's not decision games, so it's not like Atlantic Wall and the other.
No, or any of those. It's not Norm. No, he played that. He didn't like it, so I remember that. No, he's punched nations at war.
Yeah, that's lock and load. That's
tactical.
Platoon.
Yeah.
Well, it's still classed as tactical, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still tactical. Is it on rough shelf?
No, because Decision. He did send me a D-Day one, but that was the D-Day quad. That's Decision games again, and he's punched that, of course, because he played it.
So it's not tactical, which means platoon or squad. It's not a solo game.
Well, it's a normal war gamey then.
Yeah. Oh,
what?
Is it my
turn? Your turn. It's not your turn. You just asked the question. It's Ruff's turn. Up to question number 15, Ruff.
You punched it though.
I can't think of.
No, that can't be that. It.
Is it a compass game?
No, it is not a compass game. It's not a GMT.
Hey, Stuka, how's it going?
It's not a GMT.
Thanks,
it's not a compass, and it's not a decision game. That really narrows down what kind of game.
Yeah, we need another.
Question number 16. Wow, I did not think it was going to be this hard, except for since you guessed Normandy, like after 3 questions, I thought, oh, it's over. It's over.
Drinking wine, for goodness sake.
That's true. Have more wine. That's the problem.
I'm trying to. No, Matt.
It's not. What's the other one? The Crucible. That's the Arnhem, isn't it? But it's again that's
MMP.
MMP. Oh yeah, is it an MMP game?
It's an MMP game. It's my turn, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Is it an MMP game?
Yes, it is an MMP game.
Thank God for that. Right. So is it like
get off that internet, Tony, you cheating bastard?
It's one of them, isn't it? One of the big games, yeah.
It has to be because that's why he wouldn't punch it because it was too big. We did the greatest day. Eagles Dare or Eagles Dare.
Is that a Normandy one?
Yeah, it is. I think.
Or is that an Arnhem one?
That's maybe an Arnhem one. I know there's no OCS games. Oh, I know what it is.
Go on then. Go on, time.
It's standard combat system.
Is that your question? Is it a standard combat system game?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Day of Days.
It is Day of Days.
Yeah, well done.
Which, Jester, you will notice, has been unpunched copy of Day of Days.
I had to think of a big game, and I remembered how big that game is. I haven't even unboxed it yet. It's still in its shrink. By the way, good call on the game, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, you got us going.
So, 8 counter sheets. Like when I said, hey, if you guys know me, right, and you realize if we've got a game and it's not punched, there's a reason. You should have thought, what monster game from World War II?
Thinking of the big things. Yeah.
And Atlantic Wall were 2 other choices.
Yeah.
But
nobody thinks standard. Yeah, nobody thinks SES is one of the big games, right, but that one is huge.
Right, because it's all a tiny system. But you guys got it after that was question number 15. So let's see who the winners are. Let's go back and see who
guessed 15. I don't mind being made to look a full
15. Fred O'Sullivan had 15. See if anybody else had 15. Was there any other 15s? Fred O'Sullivan. Is he the winner, chicken dinner? It looks
good luck, Alistair, on the cooking. Hope nothing burns.
Yeah.
Fred O'Sullivan, you are the winner. Send me your information, Fred.
Freddie's in Ireland.
I'm sending you a game, maybe 2. Who knows? Congratulations, Fred. He guessed 15, and it took you 15, which was pretty good. But next time, no internet.
I didn't. The ones I did
the internet search for,
I never got. It didn't help me at all either.
You just figured it out without the internet.
Yeah,
but it was like I can't believe because you were like scrolling through, and I'm like,
you weren't doing it.
Like I said, this is a common game. We've talked about this. We've had this on the show. We've talked about. I mean, this is nothing like weird. I just I thought Normandy. Oh, they're
Tony. Next time You didn't do it very surreptitiously, did you? Looking on the net, you were like,
care less. I could care less on that one, but I compare it to when I let my students use their book for the test. It takes them 3 times as long when they could probably just guess the right answer if they just looked at the questions and the answers. They end up trying to look up every single answer
or learn what you're trying to teach, Tony. Anyway, but there we go.
Fred said that's a long way to ship. He's the next one.
He's in Sunny Island.
Fred, I think I've shipped something to Fred before.
You have, yeah. The island. I think he's an island.
I think he won. I think last year he won games.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, no, that's fine, Fred. We'll send you something, my friend. Send me your address again.
Stuka, I hope you're being funny about that because he did punch Race to Moscow, but he punched it across
the room.
Across the room.
He nearly broke the back window. That's how far he threw it.
That's why he needed new blinds, is because he destroyed.
Did you all see the price for this expansion? Right?
Have you still not got rid of them yet?
We show you how much the price is on this expansion. It's like $39 for this expansion. $39.
Now, one of my games for next year is.
Bye, Michael. Have a good dinner.
Yes, have a good dinner, Michael.
Yeah, it's this time now, isn't it? Over here, it's 7:00 over here, 8:00 in Europe, in some parts of Europe. But that game company is one of the games that's going on my 10 list.
They've made some other stuff. I think they just overdid it with that.
Yeah, it's not a war game in the strictest sense of the word. It's more like a
logistics game.
Yeah, worker placement. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, of course. But I've got Purple Haze. That's
and Berticelli, we got it before 20. So there we go.
Yeah.
It was, it's one of these things, right? I think after we do it a few times, you guys are going to get we're going to get the good questions down to a process, and you're going to get it after like 3 or 4 or 5.
I don't think so. There's enough games covered, unless you for some reason chose a bulge game. There's not enough games on that, so we might be able to guess that in like 2 or 3 times.
Very weird. And as a matter of fact, the game that I was going to get out was Race for Bastogne, and I said I had it on the table, and I said, you know what? No, because it's still got the shrink wrap on it. It'll look all glary and stuff. I'll get something.
You don't have to have the game, do you? You could pick any game.
Oh, right. But I just thought it'd be cool to have boom, here's the game, as I talk about. But you're right, it could be any game.
Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna have to start.
Then you can just bring a picture up, can't you?
Start thinking about like non-World War II.
Well, you've got naval games, air games. It could be desert. It could be.
Duca says that's the best expansion ever.
It is, especially as the Stukas have flown off.
Because there's 3 Stukas.
This one, right?
Yeah, that's the best expansion ever because it's got 3 Stukas on it.
Yes, you get 3 plastic Stukas and a ship, an aircraft carrier.
I actually agree with Kyle on his comment, by the way.
Yeah,
it says we need more Monte Cassino and Mediterranean front. I agree with that. Actually, I think
who's got a really good Monte Cassino game?
I've got it.
Panzer Grenadier.
Mm-hmm. And the map is phenomenal for it.
The map.
It's not one of those chintzy or horrible maps. It's
marmalade. I love my marmalade maps. There's so much gameplay. I don't mind them. And
on the Vassal module, you can choose either the Marmalade maps or the new ones.
Yeah, I can't play on Vassal. What I don't want to do, though, because you did it, you mixed the old map with the new map.
That was the way I had to. No, those were 2 new modules. They were 2 different modules.
Well, I think they need to think that through a bit more then. But I'm getting sent some from.
That's right. Yeah.
Please.
Hey, purple map.
Purple, no comment.
Yeah, the Monte Cassino does look kind of purple because it's got all that. It's got that rock.
Yeah,
and a lot of rubble.
So expensive though. I mean, Brian's sending me some expansions, and he said
I got one from him too.
Yeah, he's sending us all, and I said, look, I haven't got any of the core. I've only got a couple of core games.
You don't. That's all the Vassal modules are open.
I don't want. No, he's sending me the actual bits and pieces, and I'm thinking
that, but you can get the ones at the bits and pieces, and then you can play that bits and pieces on Vassal.
I don't want to play Vassal. Me and Vassal. Ask Tweez what I think of Vassal. Anyway,
yeah, you prefer the tabletop simulator, don't you?
Or I prefer the real thing. But what I said was he's going to put together ones. He said he's going to put me a package together.
Oh, cool! Like ones where that would kind of include.
Maybe I can use.
The only one I wanted was Alaska's War. That's the one I wanted, and because I thought that was neat. Because everybody always forgets that Alaska was actually invaded by the Japanese.
Yeah.
The Aleutian Islands were invaded by the Japanese. There's nothing on the Aleutian Islands, but it's still.
They come back to the emperor and said, "We've taken some islands." He went, "Very good."
Exactly.
Which is weird because you
Some
see, Fleet Commander Nimitz, and they, how they have linked different locations. There's an actual location that goes up into Alaska. And I'm like, what the hell are they? Why are they linking up to Alaska? That's weird. Why would they invade Alaska? But I guess they did.
Yeah, they were trying to. You got to also remember that the Alaska was just a territory at that point, and there were some military installations on those islands that were like radar stations, listening stations, and stuff like that. So,
I'm sorry, nerdy, but there we go.
Question: getting into one of the lock and load games, Falkland or Normandy?
I'm going to go Falklands.
You can't get Normandy unless you buy it secondhand.
Can they play solitaire on the box, or you need to get the solo?
Yeah, if you can play two-sided, you don't need the solo assistant. If
you're like me, you need the solo assistant.
Yeah,
I like the solo assistant because it takes that out of your hands. But then again,
now that I know how to play it really well, I'd like to redo it with the solo assistant.
Oh, wait a minute! I don't know about really well, Tony. You got your ass kicked to OG and.
You let him get into the house, and then
let him in the house. When all you had to do was melee him. So don't say you know how to play the game really well.
But no, you don't need it. You just play two. It's you go, I go. So
Are you being funny, Stuka, or is there actually an Operation Breaking Wind? I don't know all my history operations, but Operation Breaking Wind, that just seems.
That's probably the Japanese attack on Alaska.
Yeah, Fred's got it.
It's getting.
Well, I think we're talking about Normandy. It's only second hand now. But Falkland,
they do. Fred's got it right. They do play good solo. There's no hidden information.
You just play the best to both sides, don't you?
Yeah. And I love getting the commandos from the Brits because they get to roll a D8 instead of a D6.
Yeah, see, because they're cool. Yeah.
Although when I roll a D8, I still roll ones and twos. It doesn't matter if it's an 8-sided or a 6-sided.
Cards.
Yeah, I need cards. Well, if you watch my above Skies Above Britain, you'll realize that the cards aren't that great for me either. But I am still getting.
Watched them all yet?
I got two, and plus I got 2 more to edit to get out. So
you're doing editing now, so it takes time, doesn't it?
But I like that. I feel better about it.
Yeah,
because I can actually shorten. So the one video was over an hour. By the time I went through and edited all the long pauses,
all the Operation Breaking Winds out, and all that,
it was down to about 45 to 49 minutes. So I was happy with that. So getting it a little bit shorter and not much downtime, that's a good thing.
All right, we talked about this in the beginning. But,
Christmas joke. Thank you, Stuka. That was a Christmas joke. The Operation Breaking Wind.
That's Brussels. It was in Brussels, wasn't it?
We talked about this in the beginning. The Chronicles of Not Jay and them trying to rip off the fact that we do a weekly war game show. Him and they do a really good job, and they have a lot of really good. I got on there last week and they had Sexy Hexy on there. So yeah.
I'd
already downgraded it for me.
They're copying everything that we do over there, which is pretty good. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so we appreciate.
I was going to say that, yeah.
But they're doing a good job, so let's support them, guys. Every Wednesday they have a nice war game chat. But the cool thing is that I have.
They are mainly miniatures. A lot of them are miniature players as well, aren't they?
Most of them are miniatures, if I remember.
What's Tim going on about the modern maps for Lock and Load Beyond Normandy? What's that all about?
I don't know.
No
the
idea.
larger the X maps.
The X maps, right?
Yeah.
Not sure.
So there's the link. Postcards from the front. You can see you have 3 months, 7 days, 11 hours, and 45 minutes to join the jam. Postcards from the front is a war game design jam. You can basically create your own postcard war game and submit it into the Postcards from the Front jam. And so far, they've had 41 people join.
Now, I can't join because all the things that will not be tolerated, I was going to make a game about.
Yes. No component symbols of hate.
Yeah,
we don't want any of that. Games about genocide, slavery, or human trafficking, abusive behavior towards other members in the community, other designs. This is a community-centric game design jam. This is not a contest. Not a contest. Right. It's a jam. Collaborations. That's even a better word. Sharing, community, playtesting, and feedback are all encouraged. So yes, you could. Wait a minute. I'm thinking me, Ruff, and Tony. We can collaborate on a game. The three of us, as brilliant as we are, we should be able to come up with a game.
That's too many cooks in the kitchen, I think.
Yeah. Because I'd want something, you'd want something, and I'd want tanks, and that was.
But we're doing the invasion of Thermopylae. There was no tanks in.
Yeah. Well, there could have been.
Yeah. I'll collaborate with somebody that. Yes. Games must fit by 7 postcard.
I am not Hammond. No. Wait a minute. Please put Extra Squeaky's comment up there.
Extra Squeaky?
Okay. This show is Top Gear of Wargaming. I will take that, but there's no way I'm Richard Hammond. I am not that short.
You're the shortest.
Actually, that's actually pretty. If it wasn't for the short, that's actually pretty right on. I would have to say. Nice one.
It must be a war game.
Yeah. Oh, what's a war game?
Yes, don't start that.
What is a war game? The question.
We got elves. I've got elves against SS stormtroopers.
He's using a loose interpretation.
You can use dice, 52 cards of decks, coins.
No, I'm happy with that. I like James, mate.
Counters, cubes, players must be included in the postcard. The spirit of the postcard game is that the postcard game is complete and self-relevant.
Hey, the OG just
only have 2 submissions per person. All playable games will be made to the general public. I will create a publisher page on BGG and upload all the games there. So if you want to get your game design out, now's your chance, my friends.
Yeah, go for it. OG's in the house.
OG's here.
Yeah.
You know what? I found out about the OG this week.
He's great. He's lovely. That's
what I found out about the OG this week? He can't tell the difference between greater than or less than. His last video, he was doing a sports thing, and they have like the greater than or less than symbol as like, is this greater than this? And he kept flipping over his page, and he probably just admitted, he's like, I can't tell the difference between greater than or less than.
I can forgive him for that, but wasn't he involved in weapons or something when he was on the ships? You know, if they're less than 12 miles away, that's the only problem. In a sports game, no problem.
Yes, exactly.
But we all get that. I have to teach my
student if they're less than 12 miles away. Well, less than 12 miles. Let me think about that now.
Yeah, 53-year-olds still don't get less than or greater than. Remember the alligator.
Yeah, it's the alligator. The mouth. The mouth.
Bigger number.
Yeah.
That's less than.
I know. He knows. He knows deep down.
Yeah, I know. It's fun. He's good to laugh at. That's the best way. You have to laugh at yourself. If you're if you can't laugh at yourself, then you're taking your life too seriously.
If you can't laugh at yourself, you can be darn sure somebody else will.
Here's what I want to show you guys what you're up against. already. These are the submissions that have been submitted already. Check these out.
Oh, these were.
Right? You have Karl Anstis, 1921. All right. You have a space game.
Oh, we like space games.
Right? We have this battle card market garden. Look at the graphics on this thing.
I know.
Well, that's David Thompson's game, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got too much time in his hand. See what David has done, of course. He's done the Mission Impossible.
He's even getting help. He's getting help with
the thing. He's done the Mission Impossible. He's got all the photos out. And I'll have him. I'll have her. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. And he's just called up the top 10. Look at it. Look at the state of that.
Johansson is doing the art, and David Thompson is doing the game design. Come on now, people. We can beat those two. We can beat them. We got the Narrows.
Yeah, they're nobodies. David Thompson, yeah, that's a nobody.
Yeah.
This is 3 days of naval operations and the Allied landing on the Gallipoli Peninsula in 1915.
Gallipoli? Has he been drinking? On the
Gallipoli Peninsula solo game is self-standard and doesn't require any additional items except for a pair of scissors. Gallipoli.
I'm going to start Gallipoli. I'm going to start drinking wine more often.
Algiers.
We have they won the war with only gauze and the stainless steel scissors. Look at this.
That's about medics, isn't it?
Look at that.
Is that about medics? Yes, medics. Yeah, great idea.
Right? They won solitaire war game. That's Heathwell. Heathwell. That's Heathwell.
He's a quiet thing, isn't he? He's a
wow. Yeah. Speaking of, he hasn't been on our show for what? I think
he's been designing this game. That's what it is.
He didn't want anyone to know that he was submitting things. What?
Oh, he's kept quiet about that.
Look at that. Heathwell War Games. Congratulations.
So good on you. What a great subject as well.
Yes. Battle of Malden postcard game.
No. Battle of Malden.
That's what I thought. It was Malden.
It's where I come from. It's in my county, Malden, Essex. Battle of.
Is there a car park over top of it?
Probably. Because we don't care about our ancient battlefields. You guys have a battle 100 years ago. You put a fence around it.
We're gonna download it. We're gonna look at what's in this. Wow! Look at this.
Oh, I love the kind of the medieval
counters. Look at the counters.
Yeah. And they remind me of those chess pieces. You remember those chess pieces?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Wow. And that is your directions on how to play it. And look at here's your nice symbols for the back of your counters. Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
That looks pretty. You see what you're up against, boys. You see what you're up against. See what else we got. We got one more postcards from Rivoli.
What's the matter with you guys?
Let's download. Let's see what this is.
Ooh.
There's the directions and the PC.
Now that is a bit small. He's crammed a lot of instructions.
Infantry and cavalry. Some infantry units have artillery attached. Pips on each unit shows coins flipped in combat.
Ravioli?
Hold on.
Roman numerals show the unit's commands.
That's a lot of words on there.
I'd hate to print that out on a 5x7 card and see that. Like,
yeah. They have to have it poster size. It's not ravioli, Mike. or pillowcases.
The Battle of Boyardee. I like that.
I think of this space game. I know Ruff likes games. Let's take a look.
I like space games, yeah.
Ooh. Whoa, look at that one, right?
Yeah.
That's like a pew-pew game. Pew, pew, pew.
Per aspera ad hastra. Ooh. That is. What do you guys think of that? That's
a pretty cool thing.
I think this is awesome. Hissy Cat is running this. So if you're not a subscriber, Hissy Cat Studio, go check his channel out. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Not Jay. Go subscribe to him. Make sure you leave a comment and say, you guys keep copying what the War Room does, and sooner or later you guys will be professional.
They'll always be there, won't they?
They're way back. They're way back. They're only at 95, 96.
I'm joking.
How many we got? We got 3 years under our belts. That's it's 150 some.
That's a bit sad, isn't it? Especially
he's a great guy. He is a great guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
There's not too many bad guys in this. There's you always have that 1%, but
there's only us three. That's I think we're back. But no, you're quite right. There are no,
they're going to be emailing me the information, which I'll post on our Facebook group and our ComSim World group, and and then we're going to actually have them on in January. We're going to have them on, believe it or not, on our show. We're going to have Hissy Cat Studio and Not Jay on.
Lovely.
Yeah. In fact, I might just replace you two with them two. So
shut up.
Keep it up.
Who would be daft enough to wear one of these? Yeah, you won't see Hissy Cat or Not Jay wearing one of these. All right,
that's true.
Very true.
But no, go support them. Make sure you're subscribers. Sell them. Thank you for running this. I think this is a great idea, and I think our community should get involved. Get off their dead asses and start doing things. Stop asking for freebies from us and start doing things.
No, don't beat about the bush. Just come out and say what you mean, Jester.
You could take a month off. There you go. No, we couldn't take a month. Rough head would explode if we did that.
I've not missed a single show.
No, you have not.
That's a bit sad, though, isn't it? Maybe I should just. I will. I might be missing a show.
Aren't you going to a convention sometime?
Yeah, in May.
Ooh.
But I will still try and come on and go, hi.
Of course you have to. You have to. That's all there is to it.
Me and Tweez are going to a convention in May. So
So my question for y'all, right? We introduced last week our 10 game challenge for 2023. And I know in the green room, me and Ruff talked about it. Ruff is he's putting a plan together.
Yeah,
right? How many of you guys out there are starting to put your plan together and realizing you just can't take 10 random games, throw them on a list, and be done?
No.
I did that the first year.
First time. You did that the first games you've not played because something comes in and go, ooh. So yes.
How many of you now realize it takes planning and thought that goes into this? And I know I've been thinking about, just we've given everyone a month to think about and prepare and organize. Ruff's got notes. He's got notes.
I've got my 10, all being well.
I think some people have actually already posted their 10 games on a Facebook group.
Yes, we actually have some. Yep.
I'm on a plan. They're not random games. I have 10 games.
Yeah, but that's what I did.
He's at version 7 of his list already. We picked him up this morning. The videos he's got the video up.
I admire Nerdy.
He's gonna make a mistake. He's gonna make a mistake on it. I guarantee it.
He's gonna go, what have I done?
He's gonna edit. He's gonna have a comment. He's gonna be, oh, by the way, number 9, I'm changing to something else.
What he'll do, he'll delete that video and do a bad edit and upload it again, and he'll have different jumpers on and all that sort of thing.
I know. I've already crossed people. I've already crossed games that I thought, oh, I'm gonna nope, it's not gonna work out. The other thing is you have to think about how the games work together. Like this year, for whatever reason, I had like 4 tactical level games on it. And after like 2 or 3 of them, I just got burned out. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to finish because I have way too many tactical games on the list.
Back in a moment.
Yeah, I when I did my list this year, I literally went through tactical operational games. I went through topics, so I wouldn't have too much of the same topic. of one because I could see myself I literally went through and put as much different stuff as I could on my list that I wanted to play. Now this year, I'm going to be putting up. I'm going to probably do a live stream this next week about kind of what my whole channel is going to be. The major focus on the channel here coming up in 2023. And a lot of it's that list of games that I have that are solitaire, not solitaire capable or with an AI bot that are designed solitaire. How many I have, I bought them because I like solitaire games, but I haven't even touched them, or haven't
too many tactical games. How is that even possible, Tony? How is that even possible?
You have too many tactical games. You can always have one more, but when you play them back to back, it can kind of get samey.
They can. I think it's your list that you create, right? Even though it's like the things you want to do, it's almost ends up being like a job, right? And it's like, oh, I don't really want to play that anymore. Next September, October, I'm talking about next September, you're like, oh man, I don't really want to play that anymore. Especially when I just got done playing these other tactical level games.
I had a lot of tactical stuff on my list, but it was from different eras when it came down to it.
That would help.
I mean, tactical World War II, tactical World War II, tactical World War II, you can, I mean, there are people that love that, and then there's everybody else that needs something in between. So like I do a tactical, like I did Nations at War, and then I did Falklands, which is two totally different types of tactical systems. Yeah. You just got to keep a variety there.
Yeah, you do definitely have to make sure. And this, I mean, unless you like specialize, like, I don't specialize in anything. I am Mr. Random Man. I play everything and anything. So, and then the problem is I get burned out when I play too many things at the same time. Too many tactical games, play lock and load. Then I play, ATS. Then I play ASL. Then I play, what the hell is it called? Grand Tactical Series. By that time, I'm like burned out. I am like, I'm gone.
Yeah, and I just think that like I want to complete a whole campaign of Skies Above Britain, but I can't focus on a game that long. Luckily, they have that built up into 4 different chapters. So one chapter is about the length I have for my attention. So I start doing.
You're enjoying it though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I need a break.
Chase on it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is play a couple games, and then I'll go back to it and do chapter number 2, which is 8 patrols instead of 6. They have it spaced out perfectly, and you can pack it up. It's not like you have to leave it set up. You pack it up and then you bring it all out and you're good to go, which is really cool. So that's what I'm just kind of getting that way. I just need a change, and that's what I'm going to do with that.
Are we talking about a top 10 for next year, or just
kind of? Jester was telling me he had way too many tactical games on his list, and I have a lot. Yeah, I have a lot of tactical games on mine, but they're different eras.
But looking at my list, there's a good mix of things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was kind of saying. It's the best way to do it is create your list where you have a nice variety. So if you get in the mood to do air combat and you don't have any air combat games on your list, then you're going to be playing something that's not on your list.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
but of course, this is now when things come. That's why I'm trying to sort of preempt what's coming out.
Right.
So, Devin, I hope Bitter Harvest is coming out because
it's on the list.
I think January, February. I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
I'm really looking forward to that solo deck that's built in, and the randomness of putting out the opposition.
That part, the deck, it's a deck. Good, because there are some events that are specifically focused for the certain scenarios. But what really makes that is the randomness of where it's where you place things. Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, because then you could play the same scenario and you could end up with a totally different setup.
If they don't get that out in 2023, there's a big problem.
No, if they don't get it out in 2023, I'm scuppered. And Herman. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Herman?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in there.
We're going to have world premiere of that shortly.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure it's after the 14th of January. Then I can tick it off.
Tweez has actually got a point. I kind of was going to do this if I didn't finish. I was going to do this. That the games you failed to play stay on the list for next year.
Ooh.
I wouldn't do that to anybody just because a lot of times you're like, I'm just not in the mood for that game. But that's what I was going to do. But
See,
I still have to get MBT on the channel.
Yes.
And,
yes, you do.
Yep,
you did an unboxing of it, but
I'm having
any
somebody
surprises on your list so far that you thought, I'm not going to put, I'm going to put this on the list, and then you realize, wow, I really didn't think I would put that on the list.
I haven't even started my list.
Yeah. Okay.
I've started debating. Okay. Never mind. I got it down to 43.
Oh,
okay.
Get out of here. Mine's down.
I did. I'm adding Fields of Fire to my list this coming year.
Oh, you brave chap, you.
I know, right?
New rules with the deluxe version and everything, and go through that, which will be awesome. I can't wait for that to come out.
I'm doing the Fields of Fire this year.
Is that coming out next year, though?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, hold on.
And even if it doesn't,
yeah, even if it doesn't, you can still play it. I mean,
you can play the rules, the
third edition rules are out there, and it's twice as long because they have really good examples. I've gone through that rule book.
It's broken down, isn't it?
It's a lot better. A lot better. It's still a complex game or a crunchy game. But once you get the form, once you kind of go with it a couple times, it really does start to routine. And don't ever think you're ever going to play a perfect game of it. I guarantee nobody has ever played a perfect game of Fields of Fire. There's always something you miss.
There's always one person that will find something.
Yeah.
That's good. But that's good, though.
But it's still, there's usually nothing that breaks the game. If you miss something, if you miss a fire from somebody, that's okay because you're probably going to get fire from 5 other people. So it's not like you're gonna like not.
But you need to know that should have happened before, even though what happened, you got annihilated. What should have happened before should have happened, just so you know. And that's what's great about putting our videos up. People will tell you, and they tell you nicely. It's like, great, but did you realize blah, blah, blah? And you go, right, I'll make a note of that. Brilliant.
You have to list the specific game, by the way.
Yes, you can't just say I'm going to play a CSC game.
Oh,
standard. Right. You have to list which one.
Game.
Now, with that said, if you change it out, nobody's going to hold it against you. If for some reason, you get a new standard combat series and you say, I'd really rather play this than that one. Nobody's going to hold that against you, but you should have each game on your list named specifically. Yeah, you can't use Warstorm series.
Do I put the new Panzer on there? God, is that going to be out?
That one would have been a good one to have, but I thought that was a little bit too rare.
I was going to guess that Normandy one.
Yeah.
That was one I was going to guess. Yeah.
And the Warstorm series.
Yeah, the Normandy one. Yeah.
I thought, we've talked about, we showed it, but it's not as common as Day for Days. So,
yeah.
And I can't believe how much it stumped you guys for that long. That was crazy.
Well, it's not like you picked a very obscure topic to choose a game from.
I personally forgot there was MMP. So.
We honestly are living in the riches of a wargaming. I'm sorry, but this is the golden age. I know everybody talks about the 70s and 80s. No.
I think there was fewer games, but what came out were
everyone drink.
Oh, crikey! Hold on, I'm going to fill my glass.
Crikey!
My glass
is empty. Hang on,
already. I'm not running upstairs because I'll get snagged.
What, to do something?
Yeah. Yep. But no,
if Mr. H is in the house, what about World at War, the new World at War? Because that might be on my list.
I don't think that'll be out in 2023. Yeah. David, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I don't see that coming out.
Otherwise,
If it does, it'll be one of those ones that'll
Merry
be
Christmas to Lock and Load. Everybody drink.
Yeah, that's okay. Talk over us, Jester. That's fine.
Meandering Mike.
Oh,
I think I agree with you. It's the Platinum Age, and honestly,
yeah.
No, not he's. Do you mean Blood and Fury, or am I thinking? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I was thinking Nations at War, not World at War. I'm sorry.
No, World at War. The Blood and Fury. The Brits.
Yeah, I was thinking Nations at War. The new thing they're doing with Nations at War. Yes,
No,
Blood and Fury. It better be out.
No, that's the year after. I'm putting that on.
Yeah. That's
yes,
right.
yes. Blood and Fury. Keith's baby. Yeah.
I can't wait for that. That's just gonna be awesome.
We're saying the Golden Age is.
Yeah, I do believe this is a Golden Age. And actually, I like Mike's the Platinum Age. The Golden Age, Platinum seems a little bit better than Gold.
Golden Age, 70s, 80s, where there were fewer games and when they were like nice, and there's still classics now.
Yes, but I can't play them anymore.
I'm wondering in 30, 40 years' time, will the games that are coming out now still be regarded as classics? Who knows?
Early 2023.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop it. I've made my list. Stop it.
Oh, I've heard about this. The new War for World, new naval war game. Yeah. I wouldn't put it on my list. I wouldn't put it on my list. Even if it's the game found later on this year, it'll probably be 2024 before it's out released. They can plan all they want. I'm more realistic. And I bet Dave's realistic too. They know the score. But yeah, as you were saying, Jester, or was it you or somebody whoever was just saying like 20, 30 years from now, was it rough? What they would think of the games that are coming out now?
Will they be like legends, like Ambush?
Well, I'm hoping I'm around, and I hope we're still doing this in 20 or 30 years.
I'll be talking from beyond the veil. You have to have a seance every Saturday.
That's right. I'm young compared to you guys. 30 years is still within normal life expectancy for me.
Wow, that's brutal.
Not nice, is it?
I'll be lucky to be around a couple more years.
Hey, you gotta accept what you got. So it's gonna come. Take it every day. That's what you got to do. You just got to take every day, and I've got to start playing my games.
But I'm just wondering, in 30, 40 years, what would be the ambush, or what will be?
What would be some of the classics, like the campaign for North Africa? Or
Tokyo Express, Carrier, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's it. Extra Squeaky's got it right.
Mm-hmm.
The production quality of today's games is so much better.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, look, the quality. I don't think it's. I think because it's a law of numbers type thing. You have more games coming out, so you have more possibilities of problems.
Yeah,
and so what end up? I'm trying to bring it up, but I think but you also have a bigger possibility for more really good games. And then you just have a wider range of games at this point. But the more publishers there are, that's not a bad thing by any means.
No.
Merry Christmas, Nathan. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
It just doesn't help our credit cards, does it? That's the problem.
No. So I mean, one of the things I'm looking for this year, and I know we'll probably next Saturday kind of talk about what our kind of like
hopes and dreams are.
Well, yeah, for 2023 resolutions. I was thinking the word resolutions are, but mine really is to start playing more, which I think I've done, but buy a lot less.
Yeah, you being a teacher, of course, having 6 months off a year, you're going to.
I don't have 6 months off. I guess I deserve that one with the old joke.
I'm a private tutor. If I don't go to work, I don't earn, so I can't have any time off. But you guys, I'm not knocking it. Not knocking it, but yes, you should be playing more.
Yeah, and buying less. Like plan on it. I've
got
to go through my pre-orders.
I think I'm going to play more this coming year. That's my plan.
Yeah, you've got to, and Jester, you've got to play solo only games or something that can simulate another person. You got to have an AI bot.
That would help. That would definitely help.
I think that's it.
See, that doesn't bother me, but I love it when there's an AI bot, but it doesn't bother me because I can because I forget things. I walk out the room, come back and forgotten what I was talking about. So it's not a problem.
I was thinking about doing something for MBT, kind of playing it solo, like stopping the camera, putting the orders out upside down. So
do,
like when
do what I do, and roll a die, and whoever wins puts their orders out first, like they've got information. Yeah, no, the one who wins the die puts their stuff out first.
Gotcha.
And then the other guy has got the information. They've sent out spies or reconnaissance. So if you look at my
you see what I was thinking about doing is also, putting the not showing me put the counters out, but leaving them hidden. So while I'm videoing it, so this way you don't, as the watcher.
Oh, it's the watcher doesn't know.
Know. I'll have everything written down because I won't be able to remember.
I rolled a dice, and whoever won, the other guy put their counters out first, and you can use that information to see what you're going to do. That's how
622 games.
I know.
He
plays a lot of Euro games and stuff, so not all war games.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. He plays a lot of Wingspan, so that's kind of a shorter game.
I love Wingspan's fun. I played it with my daughter now, and it's really fun.
I keep thinking I should get it and try it, but
don't buy any more sort of these sort of games because I'll end up buying them. All right, stop it.
You got to get the expansions for that, man.
I know.
You got to get the
big expansions. Yeah.
You got to get there's 4 little boxes and 4 big boxes.
OG's throwing down the gauntlet for lower slower. He's like individual Stratomatic games don't count. Ooh, I think that might be fighting words. But yeah, so I know we're going to be working on our resolutions and things like that, and we'll talk about that. I'm assuming
probably next week we'll talk about it and things that we're going to look forward to.
And we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate New Year's with Ruff.
Yes,
so that'll be fun.
Yeah, and anybody else in the UK
on that side? Yep. I
it is
agree
one
with that.
game.
This will be fun. I know. I keep reading this. Doesn't matter if you play.
Oh, I see. So if you play 77 games of the same game, that's not 77 games. That's one game because you played one game. Yeah. I get you. Oh, here we go. Here it goes. Right.
There it's back and forth now. Ding, 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 ding.
I think I'm just going to get the popcorn and watch this go down.
Right. You said that joke last week, Tweez, and nobody got it. I found it quite funny.
It is funny.
I got the albatross. I win. Biggest Wingspan. Right.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Are you guys having your now? Here's the important question. Are you guys having your Christmas feast tonight or on Christmas?
Tonight.
Yeah, the White Sox. I just went to go get my drink and I saw the turkey on the counter. I'm like,
why? It's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Day dinner.
We have family tomorrow as well, but our main meal is tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we're going over to the Outlaws tomorrow, to my Outlaws, and we're having all the Christmas dinner over there. So we're having crap tonight. I don't know what we're having.
You're gonna have crap tonight? Wow.
Yeah, I've got to wait for.
I hope Dana's not in the kitchen.
Of course, she's in earshot. That's why I said it. So. But no, we're having our Christmas din over.
Happy holidays, wardrobe.
Hey, how's it going, Todd?
Yeah.
You guys
here for us to Todd. Off. I think me and Todd and 4 other guys are playing GTS in April, and we're doing some little preliminary. I'm not doing anything because my people don't do anything until after the landing.
Hey, another one that's having.
See you later, Tim.
See you, Tim. Yeah.
What I'm having is what Tweezer's having. I think we're having sort of Christmas Eve nachos or something on Mexican.
That's stuff. Not. We last night. Me and Karen had like hors d'oeuvre stuff last night for dinner because we were just like, I don't want to cook. I don't want to. Well, one, it was -3 outside, which for you over there is -20.
-3
is -20 Celsius.
Yeah.
So it was bitter cold.
Squeaky says New Year's resolution would be nice play more.
Yeah, we tried that. We tried the Hethwell method, didn't we? It didn't work.
Yeah, that lasted all of 2 months, I think.
Yeah, you guys were on that kick for a day and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, it was more like play 1 by 3.
We even made the exception of the P500s don't count. and it still was not 6.
Right. Oh yeah, the P500s don't count. I've already got that stuff. Yeah. Okay.
We're having
sure,
lasagna.
Tony.
We always have lasagna.
It's rough. It's rough and goose.
My niece got sick, so we
No,
won't be having
nobody likes goose except me. I do like a goose.
Is out of curiosity, is a goose? Is it like just like dark meat? Is there a little more flavor to it?
It's yes. It's more like duck.
I gotta show this one. Oh, good, you got it.
What was that?
It'll be up here, William Bird. It came up as, should we show this or should we hide it? There it is. William, a bit of spotted dick.
Oh, spotted dick. Why does that get? You have to. That's what it's called. Nothing.
I know, but it just. What's funny is it came up on the chat as should we hide or show.
Yeah, and it's not it's not an affliction. It's not an affliction.
Yeah. No. It's just funny what the AI comes up with. It sees that word and it's like, nope.
Do you have?
I'd hate to be some guy named Dick.
Yeah,
right.
And exactly. But do you have spotted dick over there?
I don't know what it is. So
it's a suet pudding with raisins, basically.
It's
what type of pudding?
You don't know what a suet pudding is, right? A suet pudding is made from the fat of kidneys. Suet.
Nope, we don't have anything like that.
Oh, lovely. Don't have dumplings in your stew? It doesn't taste like it sounds. All right.
Dumplings? Yeah. Yep.
They're made of suet if they're proper.
Yep. Oh, yeah. But I'm with Bill on this. The traditional Christmas Eve lasagna, and then we usually do ham on...
honey baked, yes. We do that sometimes. We also cook the ham in Coca-Cola. Have you tried that?
That would be awesome. I've heard Dr. Pepper's really good too.
Yeah, and then if you want to, you can glaze it in the oven for 20 minutes just to crisp it over and all that sort of stuff with the honey.
So Tweez is having turkey and sausage and Lancaster stuffing.
Lancaster.
Lancashire.
Yeah,
did you see my Lancashire videos, Ruff? Did you watch it when I played that game? Because I had to specifically say it the proper way, so I didn't get yelled at.
But you let me down with Birmingham.
Birmingham.
I
said
say it as fast as you can.
Birmingham.
Hey, am I right about Yorkshire pudding? That's like a sausage.
No, it's
no. Or is that actually like dessert?
It's a batter. It can be a dessert. And up in Yorkshire, I believe they do eat it as a dessert. Okay. But it's Yorkshire pudding, a batter which you pour into baking hot special trays with little indents in them. Okay. You pour a little bit of fat in, put it in the oven, get them smoking hot, pour the batter in, bang, it fluffs up. They should be fluffy, lovely. Batter.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good.
You can get the little that size, or you can get ones that size, and you pour... And you put the whole meal on it. You put your meat and your potatoes and pour the gravy over it. And you got the whole, like a plate. Lovely. Don't start me off.
A miniature Yorkshire sausage.
No, they're not sausages.
Everything. I'm sorry. There's blood pudding, which is a sausage.
It's basically
black pudding, which is a sausage.
Yeah, but you don't eat it as a sausage. You eat it as a slice.
Oh my God.
Get in the corner for the bad joke corner.
I think Mike's. Let's see, who is that? I think Mike, Meander and Mike is drinking the wine early today.
Yes. No, they're not, are they?
The problem is you would say our names correct because that's how we normally pronounce them.
Haggis.
Try to make fun of them.
Haggis. There you go.
You had haggis.
No, I haven't. I do want to try it, though. I do legit want to try it.
Don't look what's in it.
Oh, I know what's in it.
It's got all the bits that nobody eats of a sheep in it.
It's a sausage.
No, it's not. It's a thing like that.
It's a sausage in a sheep's stomach. Yeah, it's still a sausage, though. Sausage,
but it's lovely.
Okay, I'm not saying it's bad.
But it's got bread in it. It's got oats in it and everything. But with neeps and totties. Neeps and totties.
Anyways, I think anything that's ground up and stuffed into something is a sausage, pretty much.
All right, but it's a big round sausage.
Yeah.
Have it with potatoes and what the Scottish call turnips, we call swede.
Yeah, I'm interested in intestinal bag. Yep.
Yeah, stomach, intestines.
How about just eating normal food? That's what I would like.
It's normal food.
That is, yeah. It's you just
No,
we're used to only getting what we want.
I don't
Back
go
then, you
to
had to eat
any
everything.
place here that has haggis or
It's
Yorkshire pudding or none of that crap. If I went to England to visit you, I literally would lose 100 pounds. So,
No, fish and chips.
No, because you got
chips all the way.
Huh?
No, because I don't eat fish.
Oh, I said fish and chips all the way.
Oh, fish and chips. Well, you could always have a battered
I eat grouper maybe once a year if the wife forces me. I'll eat a grouper sandwich or something, but
well, over here you could have a battered sausage.
I would not eat any
dingers and mash.
They would bring it out, and I would be like, no.
After finding out what's in your food over there, there's no way I would eat. I'd have to have it imported.
There's a place. What's that Scottish? We got a Scottish restaurant over here. We go in there, we order stuff, and both of us, when they bring it to the table, me and the wife look at each other and we go, "What were we thinking coming here? What were we thinking?"
Oh, shepherd's pie.
Oh, shepherd's pie and cottage pie. You see, people get that confused. Shepherd's pie is made with minced lamb and cottage pie is made with minced beef.
Either way,
I would do the beef.
Awesome.
I can't do the lamb.
You've got the crusty, huh?
Anyways, I was asking why you can't do the lamb. The lamb's good. I love lamb.
We've got crusty mashed potatoes on the top with cheese and put it in the
Or you can have the official British disc, which is chicken tikka masala.
You know what? That is the most popular dish in this country.
I know, and it's not even British.
No, well, it is. It's invented.
It is, but it's Indian. It's Indian influence. Let's put it.
Yes, but it's invented in this country. It's so it's great.
Spill, Bill.
Yeah, because it's got a muck in it. Yeah.
So, you guys have any big plans this week other than Christmas? Do we have? Are you gonna get on and play anything? Are we gonna do anything?
I've got some stuff that I've got planned. I'm trying to get, and I was supposed to do it this week, but this week went up in flames. But me and Berticelli want to get together.
I've got to send him a cottage or a shepherd's pie.
There you go. Send it. He's going to send him a pie. He's going to send you the next prototype.
Yeah. So me and Berticelli, I texted him and wanted to get together to play Tank Duel, but against his Robota to show everybody how to use it properly. So that I still want to do that sometime this week coming up. And then
you're off all week. You got nothing to do.
Yeah,
I wish that were true.
You got 4 months off. What are you going on?
You're not off. You work. Are you working this week?
I'm homeworking.
You are not at work.
I have 3 kids to deal with.
You're not at work this week, correct? Correct.
I'm not at work. Yep.
So you have the whole week off to do nothing. I know how it is. I live that life. I know.
I wish. I've got 3 kids, and yeah, I do get some time. And unfortunately, I got caught up in a video game.
Extra squeak, he's asking.
And speaking of video games, did you see my video on your stupid whitewater rafting? I hate that game. I hate.
Yeah, we're turning into a cooking show or a war game show.
Well, I was going to say we're trying out the Ardy technique, the Aardwolf technique, because he gets 800 viewers every time he talks.
We want to get 800 viewers. We got to talk about whiskey. We got to talk about food. We got to talk. Yeah, you wouldn't know how many people watch that stuff.
Crazy.
More than watch Wargaming. If we wanted to do popularity, not be doing. I'm just saying, we would be doing something that people would come and watch. But we love the people that came. Anyways, Tony, I hate your stupid pinball game. Oh my God.
I know, I love it. He can't beat my score. And Sean's actually got the highest score.
I'm coming to your house to play your stupid game. In fact, tomorrow, no, not tomorrow because it's Christmas, Saturday, I'm calling around all the pinball joints here, and I'm going to find out who's got that pinball game. actually around in my area, and I'm going to go find it and play it.
What, you're trying to find a hard copy?
Lock and Load has the grilling cookbook coming out in 2023. We had a.
I want to see that.
If you have, I'll get it. I'll get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-order it now. Pre-order it now.
So I'm playing something offline with Mitch on Monday morning. We're gonna play some MBT. So
Is it ASL? ASL?
No. Yeah, we're gonna play ASL. Yeah. We're gonna play MBT to make sure I've got it right, and play that and have fun with that, and then I'll be able to record it and make sure I'm doing some good things on that one.
Tell you what, you won't get it right because some wag will make a comment saying
as close to right as possible is what is going to happen. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the nice people like Camp Sawyer who says great, but do this, do that. I'm talking about somebody who says, and I was quite pleased with that, Panzer. But anyway, that's why.
Yeah.
Did you get another?
I'm going to do the board
from your guy that hates you.
No, No, the guy triggered.
The guy triggered.
No, he didn't come back.
Did you lose a subscriber that day?
No, I don't think you even subscribed. But that comment that you put, because one of the subscribers put a comment in a couple of weeks ago and said, "Did you miss this, Ruff?" Yeah, I did reply to him. I remember that. That was when I called. I didn't open the box of Warfighter pack of Poland, and it had the horses in it. And I said, "Oh, the horses are attacking the tanks." And he came back being a Polish guy. So it never happened. That's gone into folklore. Get it right. And I triggered him. So yeah, we had a laugh about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Said, do you remember when when you triggered me? I said, yes.
You're triggering people left and right.
No. Yeah, I don't know. Using tweezers. I don't know. But anyway.
You got a lot of bad things going on in that channel.
I don't care now. I don't care. It's terrible now. I don't care now.
Well, we got to we got it. We're getting close.
That's the thing is you're so big now. You don't care about losing that subscriber. You used to bend over backwards for the little people. Now you're too big.
Didn't say that. I didn't. Tony, I didn't say that, did I? Didn't say that.
That's funny.
Well, with that note, we should probably wind up our holiday Christmas special. Thank you all for coming out today. We do appreciate it very, very much. Everyone.
Last pop, yes.
No matter what kind of crap you're eating and know what kind of crap your wife is fixing, I hope you enjoy it and it's lovely for you. I will be having turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing like normal folk.
Oh, get out of here. No, we've got beef. We've got beef Wellington tomorrow. We've got potatoes cooked in goose fat. We've got Brussels sprouts fried with bacon. We've got it did make me laugh. And ham and pork and things. I think that's it, really. Yeah, be good.
Great. Everyone, have a great.
Yeah, have a great Christmas.
Have a great Christmas, everybody. Be safe out there. Those of us enjoying the cold, be safe. Don't do anything.
We're having David. Just so you know, next week we're having alternate schedule, 5 to 7 p.m.
So we can hear. Hopefully, we can hear Big Ben chiming at midnight over here in merry old England to celebrate the new year, England style.
Everyone, have a great week, and we'll see everybody next week for the big holiday end of the year 2022 War Room show. Take care, everybody.